Hey guys, it's Abby. Welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys 10 things that I've been doing lately that have been helping my mental health, just making me feel more happier and healthier. A few videos ago, I did an updated mental health video, so if you watched that, you would know I haven't been feeling my best lately. I know a lot of people are not feeling their best lately, and I'm just hoping that some of these tips and tricks will help you get into a better headspace as well. So I filmed most of the tips earlier today, so let's go check it out. If you listen to Bo Burnham shit, that's a perfect and very accurate representation of how I've been feeling lately. Great, that's why I'm making this video. I'm in my bed right now because I thought I would show you guys the first thing that I do that makes me feel a little bit better, and that's meditation. And I'm in my bed because I usually do it in my bed. I just took a shower. Good morning. Meditation has been one of those things where I'm not gonna lie, I'm not very consistent with it, but all I know is when I do it, I feel amazing. I feel like it's just that mindfulness that's super important. And what's great about meditation is you can do it anywhere at any time. And so I usually do it in my bed in the morning. I usually will wake up and not feel the best. I have to do things every day that will get me out of that headspace. Sometimes I like to do guided meditations, but lately I've actually been doing meditations with binaural beats in the background or like high frequency music. Usually I'll just put in my AirPods and just meditate. It's always so funny filming content for YouTube. Usually after I meditate, I will just like feel lighter, more present and in the moment, and literally just remember that I'm a human on a floating rock. Like, that's crazy, you know? You know what I mean? Now we're gonna go into the kitchen and I'm gonna show you guys the next thing that I do. I'm filling up my water bottle right now in case you didn't know what I was doing. Okay, that is the next thing that I've been doing. Drinking a lot of water. Yeah, sometimes I'm super tired and fatigued and I'm like, what's going on? And then I remember that I have not consumed any water yet. So water gives us energy, we need it, and a lot of us are not hydrated enough. So this is my water bottle. I got it off of Amazon. I love it. It keeps my water cold all day, which I love. This is a 40-ounce water bottle, I'm pretty sure. I think you just gotta listen to your body. Your body is a lot smarter than you think. It does help my mental health. It gives me more energy, feel less fatigue. Also, it helps with my skin. Just, we love energy, so make sure you're drinking your water. So good. I have really been trying to watch my caffeine intake lately. It's been helping a lot with anxiety. I cannot drink more than 1 cup of coffee or I will be seriously so anxious and jittery. So I've been doing matcha lattes in the morning. Right now though, we're gonna make a cup of tea, non-caffeinated. So let's go. I am gonna drink Hookah vanilla chai. This is really good and it's caffeine free, which is great. I do not need more caffeine right now. I was going to show you guys how I make my matcha lattes, but I just don't want to make another matcha. So maybe caffeine is not the root cause to your anxiety, but it doesn't help for sure. So I just think it's super important to be mindful of how much caffeine you are consuming. I'm not saying completely take out caffeine. Everyone is just so different and some people can handle caffeine more than others. I'm doing the vanilla chai, and I'm also gonna put some of this oat milk pumpkin spice creamer. Yes, so good. It is future editing Abby here. I have absolutely no idea what happened to this next clip. It somehow is lost forever. Update on my mental health real quick. Doing great, so that's good. This next tip that I have for you, intuitive eating. I have a video on what I eat in a day, intuitive eating style, and I highly recommend you check that video out. Intuitive eating has helped me so much because it has made me feel more comfortable within my body. I feel like I trust myself more, and I kind of, for a little while, dipped back into some toxic mindsets around food in my body recently, so I'm kind of still getting out of that bad mindset. But not only has it helped my overall health, but truly it has helped my mental health so much, and how I view food and how I view my body is a lot different now. I used to restrict a lot, and then I would binge eat, and it was just a cycle that I couldn't break. But intuitive eating, if you don't know what that is, it's basically where you listen to your body and you trust your body. I usually will eat about 80% healthy, and then 20% of the time I'll indulge in some of my favorite foods because that brings me joy and happiness. I tend to go for healthy foods naturally because our bodies want to thrive and our bodies want to feel good. And so when you really look within, you'll understand and notice, like, hey, I want that apple actually, opposed to that cookie, because that apple is going to give me energy. Don't get me wrong though, there are still times where I'm like, give me a cookie, and then I eat that cookie and I feel good and I feel like I can move on with my life. So when I am craving something, I satisfy my craving and I move on with my life, and I don't have guilt. At least that's what I'm trying to work on right now, and it really has helped my mental health. And I know it's kind of a like weird little tip to put in, but I can't tell you how many people struggle with food and their bodies, and it's really, really sad. And for me, I know it took up a large portion of my day, thinking about food, thinking about what I was going to eat, thinking about my body, how it looks. And when I let all of that stress go and just focus intuitively and focus on what feels good to me in my body, I thrive, and my mental health thrives because I'm not stressing so much. So I highly recommend checking out intuitive eating, incorporating it into your life. So the next thing that I really enjoy doing that kind of helps me get into a better headspace is journaling. And I literally just filmed my journaling routine, so I'll make sure to link that in the description box below for you guys. What I love about journaling is you can write as much or as little as you want. What's important though is I just get out all my feelings onto paper, and it kind of feels like I'm in a little therapy session. I like to do this right kind of like one of the first things in the morning because I'll usually wake up not feeling the best, so it kind of really helps me shift my mindset into a more positive way of thinking. You don't have to get a fancy notebook, you can literally just use a paper and pen. I highly recommend though, if you want to kind of change your perspective in the morning, I definitely like to also write down what I'm grateful for and affirmations and all that to kind of get me more confident and get me just feeling right for the day ahead. That's all I'm gonna really say about journaling right now, because I highly recommend you go check out my full-on routine, which again will be linked down below. Wow, okay. The next tip that I have for you guys, something that's really helped my mental health over the past few years, is taking a vitamin D supplement or simply just going outside more, even if it's just for 5 minutes a day. If you are in an area where you're not getting enough sun, or
if you're simply just not going outside a lot. I know it can be really hard during the winter months when it's starting to get darker a lot earlier now. So I definitely suffer from seasonal depression. So during the winter months, I tend to go on a vitamin D supplement, and that really helps my mental health. Vitamin D deficiencies are known to cause depression and other problems. So make sure you're getting a physical done, and make sure that you are checking on your vitamin D level. That could be a huge factor on why you're feeling fatigue and sad and in a funk. So yeah, go outside for 5 minutes, get that sun. And if that's not an option, talk with your doctor. Don't just go on a supplement because I'm telling you to. Go talk to your doctor, go get that figured out, and yeah, that might help a lot. The next tip I have for you is moving your body, even if it's just for 15 minutes a day. 15 minutes is so much better than nothing at all. I know there are going to be days where you're like, I just don't want to. I don't want to get out of bed. Just go 1, 2, 3 and force yourself to get up and go for a walk. It doesn't have to be something super strenuous. You don't have to work out an hour a day, although that's super awesome if you can do that. I like to work out like 30 minutes to an hour, but there are days where I just am not having it, and I'll go on my mat and do some yoga or Pilates for 15 minutes.
No, thank you.
Or I'll go for a 15-minute walk and get that vitamin D. Don't think you have to work out for long periods of time. Do it because you love yourself and you want to take care of yourself, and moving your body is an act of self-love.
Okay, so these last 3 tips I'm gonna do on my bed because I feel like it. The next thing that has really been helping me with my mental health is working on something creative. So for me, if you notice, lately I've been popping out more YouTube videos. YouTube is kind of my creative outlet. I love editing videos. Sometimes I'll write. Mainly my creative safe space has been creating YouTube videos, and it gets me feeling good. I feel like I don't want to say I'm distracted from how I'm feeling, but that is kind of what it's like. But also, it's just always good to express your creativity. We're all creative in our own way, and I think it's important to just do what you love to do. Okay, so the next tip that I have for you is communicating how you're feeling. I think talking through things is super beneficial. It has helped me heal a lot. I'm trying to find a therapist in Virginia Beach right now, so lately I've literally just been calling up a friend. Hey, I feel like trash right now. Can we talk about it? It's that easy. Yeah, now I have a few people that I talk to about my feelings. My parents are a great support system. My whole family really is a great support system. So yeah, just talking things through and getting a support system. And I just don't think it's good to hold on to your feelings for too long, you know? You just gotta let that shit out somehow. And then the last tip that I have for you, the thing that I've been doing a lot lately, is not putting so much pressure on myself. I am a perfectionist and I tend to overthink things, and I just put a lot of pressure on myself, and I've really been trying not to do that lately. Whatever I'm feeling, I just kind of honor that, and I honor my emotions. So I really just try to listen to my body. There are days where I wake up and I just feel, everything feels way too overwhelming, and I think it's important to kind of treat your mental health like if you were physically sick. What would you do if you were physically sick? You'd probably rest and drink a lot of water. Really just try to look after myself. It can be really easy to feel overwhelmed when you are depressed and anxious and not in a good place mentally. So I totally understand if the things I mentioned in this video seem too overwhelming to you at the moment. maybe just pick a few things that sound good to you, like journaling or drinking a lot of water. You don't have to start big, you know. I think it's important to just start with one thing and build up from there. It is all good, at least you're trying. I will sometimes make myself feel bad for literally just resting, and I think that's not productive in any way. So if you're gonna rest and own it. So those are all the tips that I have for you guys. I hope that you enjoyed this video. I just saw a butterfly fly across the window. That was so cute. I hope that you found this video useful. Hopefully something I mentioned works for you. If you're going through it right now, know that you're not alone. Follow me on social media and all that, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Bye.